What's going on, guys? Media Guy Doug here with another edition of Paintball News. This is going to be our February episode. I'm back here with the owner, Joel Baker. We got some exciting things to let you guys know in this episode. If you like any of the products that you see here that we talk about in the video, we have a link in the description below that you can purchase anything through Punisher's Paintball. We'll catch you after the intro. Alright guys, so hitting off right here, we're going to let you know what's new to the market right now. We have the infamous diamond tanks. These colors are pretty sweet. We have them on the outskirts of the layout here. I think they're pretty nice. I don't really know too many of the color names. Joel, I don't know if you've been a little more familiar with them, but I know they look good. I really like that like greenish kind of one over there and the white with the gold. I think these are super sick colors that are coming out with these like little diamond flecks that are all throughout. What have been the more popular sellers so far with the diamonds?
So the black gold, which we don't have here, black gold, black silver have been very popular for us. Black green and black white have also been popular.
Okay.
The diamond series, people are just going to it because it's the same price as the regular bottles, so $169.95 for just the bottle, and it's kind of like a nice little touch. They changed the colors. Infamous changed the colors on these as well, so you can actually get some of these colors only exclusive to the diamond series, and you get that like diamond flake like you had mentioned, which is really cool. People like that. I'm really excited to see these bottles in the sunshine in the middle of the summer. I think that's when they're really going to pop.
Yeah, right now it's a little bleak, so we don't get the full effect, but we'll get there.
So we've got a bunch of different colors in stock of those, and I mean, it's been probably one of our most popular products across the board right now.
That's one bottles. I think every week when I come in to do filming and stuff like this, I keep seeing new restocks of these infamous products come in. So I mean, they're flying off the shelves. Next up, Empire released some new mask colors, which I think are really nice. This green really pops. I'm not going to lift up too many of these because we have a lot of stuff on the table here. But they're getting back with some new colors for the EVS series goggle. Very popular, really good field of vision on those. There was this mysterious like white, like almost like a snow camo, not quite a camo, but like this. We got messaged a few times on whether or not we had it. I had no idea. I had to see it in like some of the BST pages. We didn't end up getting it. Did you see it?
So they're not released yet.
Okay.
We're looking at the end of February, end of this month is when we're going to be able to purchase those.
Gotcha.
The dealers is what I'm referring to. So needless to say, we'll have a certain allotment that we'll be able to take because obviously they're going to be very like popular. Like you said, I've gotten a few messages. We've gotten a few messages through the business.
There you go, guys.
So needless to say, if you're interested in the all-white EVS, it is going to be possible for us to get those, and we'll get a certain allotment of masks.
That's what we like to hear.
Yep.
Well, since we're talking about new products, there is going to be some sad news here for 2021. They're not doing Paintball Extravaganza anymore this year. Who's to say for years to come, but for now it's just too much of a risk, I think, with COVID. I don't know, Joel, you might have some better intel on that.
Yeah, so it was just a decision that was made. The decision was actually made, I think, last month or 2 months ago. I had the week off for work next week and everything else like that for my day job. And needless to say, there's no extravaganza. For those of you that are unfamiliar what Paintball Extravaganza is, it's a once-a-year annual meeting of all the paintball retailers within the business. Allows for product releases, allows for all kinds of different resources for us retailers. So, if we need tech classes, all that good stuff, so that we can provide you with the best service. All the brands get together and meet there, and it's basically like a trade show, but specifically exclusive to the retailers.
I'm super bummed because I would have loved to have gone and got it.
It would have been your first year.
I know.
Yeah, it would have been your first year.
2022, I'm coming for you, man.
Yeah,
I'm looking out. Hopefully the vaccine will try to put some stuff back.
I thought for sure we were going to see it this year.
I know.
And we missed out last year. We decided not to go because of some personal reasons as far as work and everything. And needless to say, we kind of missed out on the boat because the GO4 and the LV 1.6 released.
Yeah.
So we missed out. We've already made a business decision that we're never gonna miss out on it again.
100%. If we want to be like, Punisher's Paintball, see it grow to new levels, we got to keep going to that.
Absolutely. Bring you guys the best content.
Always, baby. Come on. But so there's been speculation we've heard on a new MacDev gun. Okay. Okay, so the Prime XTS did well. Joel shot one for the majority of last season. Never had a single problem with it.
Yeah, I did. It's funny you say it did well. The gun itself did well. The sales did not,
Right.
and it blows my mind to this day. I'm so mad because I'm a huge fan of the gun. Every person that I sell to is a big fan of the gun, but man, no matter if we get new guns, used guns, we sit on them, and I don't understand why, because they're phenomenal markers. But
Unfortunately, I think it's just a matter of it's a brand thing, right? Like when there were issues, that's what people are going to remember. It takes a long time to repair from that. Punishers would like to go on record as saying MacDev is really into figuring some stuff out. You should give them a try. So whatever this new marker is that drops, I'm curious to see, because they've kind of always done closed bolt. I knew they had something that looked like an Ego, but it was still technically a closed bolt.
Cyborg 6.
Right, so it was technically a closed bolt stacked tube gun.
Correct.
There's been a lot of talk that I've seen about the fact that, there's no open bolt guns anymore, there's no poppets anymore, it's all just the LV1. I wonder if my speculation on this is going to be, I think they're going to come out with an open bolt gun.
Another Cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. I mean, the Cyborg actually was probably one of the more popular guns.
Really?
So, yeah. So, I would definitely could see that. They did have some issues with some of their spool valves. The clone, when it first came out, the solenoids were kind of touchy. They kind of fixed some of the issues, and then they introduced the Infinity drive with the Prime, and, they actually backlogged that to the clone and everything else like that, made it more reliable. But yeah, needless to say, I mean, the Cyborg, a lot of people like the Cyborg, and you're right, there's nothing that competes with the LV right now.
No,
and the LV is a phenomenal marker, so it's going to be hard to beat.
Totally.
But, maybe it brings some of the new 21st century features like, toolless battery, toolless eye covers, stuff like that. That would be a game changer.
Some major competition points, and especially if there's no, because I know MacDev's platform, they've never had like an AT pipe kind of thing, so that could also be another kind of point to lean on. What are some of your speculations you think might come with this new supposed marker?
Yeah, so, I mean, I'd be surprised if they were to release another closed bolt system, because, they just have done it. One thing that MacDev hasn't done is they haven't done a Mac. Mac is really popular right now. I'd be kind of curious to see if they're going to do something. Maybe they release something with mechanical possibilities.
That would be,
that's also a
that'd be a great way for them to stay relevant.
Right. But if you're going to do closed, if you're going to do Mac, you're probably going to do closed bolt. So then it would be a closed bolt gun. So I don't know. I don't know.
That's decisions, man. I'm waiting to see. If it's good, if it's true that it's coming out, I'm going to say before World Cup.
Before World Cup?
Before Cup. I don't think it'll be a World Cup drop, because they would probably want it to be out for a season, right?
Yeah. I think that, I don't know, though, because, with the fact that Extravaganza is no longer
there's nowhere to really drop it.
There's nowhere to drop it. So,
interesting.
Besides dropping in a cup, so who knows? The other thing moving on is, what about, there's a lot of talk about a new Luxe.
Absolutely.
It's pretty much out there in the air since Adrenaline released their Adrenaline Luxe at Cup, that there's something in the works. We don't know what it is, and there's definitely no insider info here, but needless to say,
I'd be excited to see it. I mean, the Luxe X platform unfortunately didn't do as well at the beginning as they probably would have liked. Obviously, there were some issues with reliability. They have since fixed them. We like the X platform here. However, we wouldn't disagree that it doesn't exactly shoot like the old Luxes used to feel. It is definitely a different. It's just poppier. It's just a poppier shot than what a Luxe normally feels like, and that's fine because they went for efficiency. But I think they would do well to keep doing what they're good at. So I would kind of hope to see something that, even if it's a little less efficient with this new run of Luxes, gets a little bit back to that real Cadillac kind of feel of when you're shooting the Lux.
Yeah, like a much more poofy kind of shot instead of a snappy shot. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they'd almost be backtracking at that point, but who knows? I think that whatever they need to do, they need to fix some of the more prevalent issues with the Luxe X. But they had quality control issues out the box when they released it in 2018. Fix those issues. The Luxe X has the best features out of any gun. Yeah, it's
completely toolless disassembly.
Yeah.
The battery is like twice as long lasting, and you can very easily change out the rechargeable battery that's in them.
Correct. And it takes USB-C, so it's no longer that funky port that you had to plug in that was exclusive to DLX.
Yeah.
So That's also nice too.
Easy to flash your board, easy to charge.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, definitely.
and it's the ergonomics of the platform are great because the ergonomics are more or less the same as the Ice. It's the same gun feel wise. It's just there's not that's the thing. It's not like there's leaps and bounds to improve on. Just like tighten up the screws,
Right.
And obviously QC.
Right.
So the next thing we're going to move on to is we at Punishers have something coming out for you guys. And as an example, we have this Shocker RSX here. That was a limited run. There were 12 of them made, maybe.
I've heard somewhere it's a low number.
Okay.
I've heard 12. I've heard 20. This is my personal gun. What I hear, this ammo was done for a team named the Reservoir Dogs. The gun was never replicated. The color was never replicated with the XLS. I've always loved this. Absolutely love this.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten a lot of feedback whenever I take this out to a field. So I decided, why don't we bring it to the amp? Let's bring it to the amp. Let's see what happens, and everything else like that. This hopefully will be the first of many different LE colors that we do here at Punishers. I'm getting a lot of
dope.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of people saying that they want another Punisher Shocker.
Yeah,
so.
and first of all, that's a compliment. So thank you guys for having interest. Like that's why we do this. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's now given this gun to Kenty. This is her personal gun. She wanted me to say it is not for sale. That RSX is not leaving our hands.
No, it hasn't for more than about a year and a half. But needless to say, the Shocker amps, there's going to be 15 of them made. Pre-orders are now, but it's going to be production time is actually 3 to 6 months out. That's how far Shocker is behind on their amps. It's a done deal. It's happening.
How much can people get them for?
Super excited. So they're retailing for $1,100. That's going to include a free amp grip kit for those people that pre-order. Yeah.
Okay, so grips for pre-orders.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Right. So like people that the reason I did that was because I think that this anno looks significantly better with the gray, and I figured I've seen this specific gun with like red grips and also looks pretty cool. So that way people can kind of customize their
super cool
new Shocker amp.
I love that. Absolutely love that. So then our final piece that we would like to touch off on here, guys. We will be running a Spire 4 flash sale until what date, Joel?
Next Tuesday.
Okay, which would be Tuesday, February. We'll cut it.
Next Tuesday is the 16th.
Okay, so Tuesday, February 16th, the flash sale will end. I am a little fuzzy on the details of the colors and what they're going for. I'm going to defer to Joel on that.
Black and graphic colors are $215, 280s, and the camo 220 is going to be $200 for 1 week.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. So you got
limited quantities too.
And this is going to drop on Thursday, February 11th. So give you guys a little bit of lead time to get on this. I mean, we sent out an email to our customers and followers about it, and it took off. So definitely capitalize on this deal, guys. Do not let this one slip through your fingers. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Paintball News for February 2021. We'll be back at you in March with another one. Until then, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll catch you later.